In 1932, identical brothers Elijah Smoke Moore and Elias Stack Moore come back to their hometown of Clarksdale, Mississippi, after spending years in Chicago, Illinois. They have managed to gather a large fortune working with the mob there and strike an arrangement with a local landowner named Hogwood to buy an abandoned sawmill in order to transform it into a juke joint. The brothers warn Hogwood they are ready to defend what is theirs against the Ku Klux Klan if required, but the old man insists they are exaggerating. With plans to open the joint later that very night, the brothers then visit their uncle Jedediah, asking his son Sammy to play guitar at the new venue. Jedediah refuses to approve, but Sammy agrees, promising to still return for Sunday church service the following morning. The three then recover a hidden truck the twins left behind before meeting Hogwood, after which they separate. Stack drives their car with Sammy beside him. While traveling, Sammy plays a melody for his cousin, and Stack becomes amazed by his skill. Their path takes them to the train depot, where they persuade musician Delta Slim to join. During this time, Sammy becomes fascinated with a married woman, Pearline, and invites her to the joint. Stack also runs into trouble when an old lover, Mary, confronts him. Though now wedded, she admits she still has feelings for him. After these encounters, the two men head into the cotton fields to recruit Cornbread to act as doorman for the night. Meanwhile, Smoke drives the truck into town, striking a deal with Chinese shopkeepers Grace and Bo to provide food and paint assigned for the juke joint. He next stops to see his estranged partner, Annie. After honoring the grave of their late daughter, he gives Annie the mojo bag she once made for him as protection. She strengthens it with hoodoo, and Smoke asks her to help at the bar and cook catfish for the guests. Annie agrees after hesitation, and the two share a tender moment before departing. Elsewhere, in a shack, married pair Bert and Joan are shocked when a man named Remick arrives, saying he is pursued by Choctaw Indians. They hide him, and Joan even drives the group away at gunpoint. Yet afterward, she finds Remick has turned Bert into a vampire, and she is quickly changed as well. By sunset, the juke joint officially opens. Tensions rise when patrons attempt paying with plantation tokens, money usable only at company stores. Smoke worries this will destroy their profits. Trouble also brews when Mary appears, refusing to leave even after Stack orders her to, claiming she wants to be with her friends and family. Sammy is surprised when Pearline shows up and soon gets to perform for her alongside Slim. Their music feels so alive it transcends time, stirring every soul present. Afterward, Remick, Bert, and Joan arrive at the door requesting entry, offering to play music for the crowd and to pay. Smoke refuses them. Following this rejection, Stack confides in Mary about his and Smoke's financial troubles. Wanting to assist, Mary goes to speak with the trio. They show her strange golden coins, and when Remick reveals himself, she begs them to leave, but instead becomes a vampire. Mary returns to the joint and convinces Cornbread to let her inside. She seduces Stack with a dance, lures him to a back room, and bites his neck, leaving him to bleed out. Smoke soon discovers the horrific scene and immediately shoots Mary. Moments later, she rises laughing and rushes out. Smoke tries to save Stack, but the wounds are too severe. They lock Stack's body in storage and order the guests to leave. Bo Chow also departs to start his family car. Meanwhile, Slim replaces Cornbread at the door as Cornbread goes to relieve himself. He soon returns asking to be let in. Suspicious, they deny him. When Cornbread requests payment, Smoke passes money through the doorway, but Cornbread lunges to bite his arm. Smoke shoots him, but seeing him still move, they bolt the doors. Soon, Stack's voice echoes from the storage room demanding freedom. Annie warns against opening it before Stack bursts through. Annie douses him with garlic water, burning him, and he flees outside. They realize Remick has turned all those who left earlier, including Bo. He declares he came to claim Sammy, believing his music can unlock something he seeks. He tempts them, promising vampire life offers belonging denied by the living. Smoke refuses, while Grace trembles as her turned husband threatens to turn their daughter Lisa. Afterward, Smoke concludes killing Remick might save everyone, but Annie explains it will not. Anyone turned must be slain by sunlight or a stake. They are truly dead. Their only hope is surviving until dawn. Yet Remick's group creates terrifying noises, eventually breaking Grace's will, who cries out for them to come inside. The survivors attempt to resist, but soon Grace, Pearline, and Annie are lost. Before Annie is transformed, a devastated Smoke fulfills her plea and stakes her. Slim then sacrifices himself so Smoke and Sammy can escape, but outside they face Remick and Stack. Smoke struggles with his brother while Remick attacks Sammy. The boy smashes his guitar against him, the silver within cutting his head. Smoke seizes the moment to stake Remick, who erupts in fire, destroying him. The dawn burns the other vampires to ash. Smoke hands Sammy the brother's car, telling him to leave. Smoke correctly predicts Hogwood and his men soon arrive. Using Annie's mojo bag, Smoke ambushes them, killing many but fatally shot. As he dies, he sees Annie and their baby once more. Sammy returns to the church, and his father begs him to abandon the blues. Instead, Sammy drives off holding the broken guitar. In time, he becomes a famed bluesman. In 1992, after a Chicago show, Sammy is visited by Stack and Mary. Stack explains Smoke allowed him to survive if he left Sammy untouched.